A good road network is critical for any nation's success. It plays a critical enabler role, increasing the impact of nearly all other sectors of the economy. Nigeria has the largest road network in West Africa and the second largest south of the Sahara, with a road network of over 200,000 kilometers. But a historical trend of prioritizing new road construction over maintaining existing roads has led to a poor state of Nigerian roads. Eye on the Road is a program from the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency that highlights policies and programs on road maintenance. You will hear from road users as well as those charged with maintaining the roads. Those who make policies and formulate strategies on road maintenance will be a regular feature. It's interactive and we look forward to hearing from you on our social media handles or through our SMS channels. Roads have been constructed in the country since the early 1960s. But no adequate maintenance had been carried out on them until the 1980s. There was a maintenance department in the Federal Ministry of Works which was responsible for the maintenance of federal roads. But poor budgetary allocation saw the ministry choosing to concentrate on construction rather than maintenance of existing roads, no doubt in an effort to open more communities. This, of course, resulted in a dilapidated road infrastructure. In a bid to address this, the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency was established. The Federal Roads Maintenance Agency Establishment Act No. 7 of 2002 was enacted by the National Assembly and assented to by President Olusegun Obasanjo. With this act establishing the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency and for matters connected therewith, FERMA became Nigeria's first institutional mechanism for monitoring and maintaining all federal roads in the country. Since inception, the agency has had 4 governing boards and 9 managing directors. Currently at the helm of affairs as MD CEO of FERMA is Engineer Rafin Dadi. Engineer Nuruddin Abdurrahman Rafin Dadi brings to the position 35 years experience in civil engineering, project management, design and supervision of projects, projects control, contracts administration, project feasibility and financing, legal and regulatory framework, monitoring and evaluation. He has also worked in the public sector for 9 years. Engineer Rafin Dadi has practiced as consultant in engineering services, project management and contract administration for 25 years.
The state of Nigerian roads in general, and more specifically in the last couple of years, is that there is high level of deterioration, and a lot of the roads, certainly majority of the 36,000 kilometers of federal highways in Nigeria are in need of modernization. In fact, a vast majority of them have actually approached or exceeded their life period. So issues of maintenance and repairs become especially more difficult. In terms of when I resumed office, which was early October last year, the state of a lot of the roads was that in the previous 2 years there had not been much of repairs or maintenance. And the nature of roads is that once you exceed one season, particularly one rainy season, without repairs, the damages tend to more than double. So when I came in, a lot of the roads, even those that were ordinarily in a fair and acceptable condition, had noticeably deteriorated. And that was the result not only of the old age of the roads, but certain absence, relative absence of FERMA activities on the roads for a year or two, for most of them anyway. And that was the condition that I met the roads on.
Bad habits on our roads. Don't park trailers on the road. Don't dump refuse in the drainage. Don't vandalize manhole covers. Don't deface road infrastructure.
Don't expose piers by excavating sand from under the bridge.
Don't cut across the road.
FERMA is moving Nigeria on good roads.
FERMA is a maintenance agency. Anything beyond that is within the purview of the Federal Ministry of Works. It is for the Ministry of Works to construct roads and hand over to FERMA for normal routine maintenance. Due to paucity of funds, activities of the agency were limited between 2015 and 2017. On assumption of office, the current managing director has adopted the method of damage control and disaster prevention, and so federal roads that are in danger of complete collapse or prone to accidents are the agency's first priority. Maintenance work on these roads is done through FERMA's Direct Labor Department.
Priority will be on major trunk roads, federal roads. That's the priority. We do move into other roads if they establish relief and support to the federal roads, but the mandate is on major trunk A trunk A federal roads out of the federal highway network. Then it has to be a major corridor that is used by high level of traffic, particularly integrating different zones of the country. And if you notice, this would be roads usually coming from the south, evacuating from the ports to the hinterland, and then on the reverse, evacuating agricultural produce back to the ports, and then also linking different trade and business zones in the country. Most of them will also be linking the federal capital with the state capitals. And another criteria, priority, will be those that are really badly damaged, with particular emphasis on sections that are about to cut off sections of the country, and drainage structures like bridges and major culverts that are at the verge of collapse. We have to not just monitor the roads, we have to get under the drainage structures, ensure the structural stability of the drainage structures most of the time, those that the road users don't see, but we can see that are failing. We quickly intervene so that we can prevent major failures.
At the start of this strategy, the agency identified no fewer than 10 critically damaged federal roads for urgent intervention in each state of the Federation. One of such roads is the Abuja-Kefi Road. The Abuja-Kefi Road was constructed between February 2001 and September 2005. The total length of each carriageway of the road is 50 kilometers, with 3 flyovers, each of 72 meters long, and 4 river bridges with variable lengths ranging from 20 meters to 120 meters. One of the major roads into the federal capital, it is the main road access network connecting the capital to the eastern part of the country. Managing Director, Engineer Nuruddin Rafindadi, took time out to monitor progress of work on the road. In order to avoid traffic congestions associated with daytime repair of roads, the agency undertook working at night on several bad portions of the road. Work on the road involved pavement maintenance works at Area 1 Masaka FCT Abuja, reinstated failed pavement section at Masaka U-turn, recovered failed section at Abacha Barracks Kefi bound, reinstatement of washout after Army checkpoint Abuja bound, reinstatement of critical washout shoulder and drainage work along the Abuja bound carriageway of the road, vegetation control by Falke Industries Limited Abuja Kefi Road. FERMA has also cleaned black drainages along the road.
So what FEMA men did clear the drain, construct the culvert there that ensures that water passes, and from now on we wash this drain to ensure that it is draining water, and that way it will not flow back. And then we reconstructed the area. As you can see, this is a typical section of work done.
Infrastructure is the key to any country's meaningful socio-economic development. No wonder the huge public investment in them, especially on road development to boost trade, accelerating industrial growth and promoting interpersonal communication. Despite the huge investment, members of the public are not helping matters as they abuse the use of such infrastructure through indiscriminate cutting of roads, dumping of scrap and refuse on the highway, street trading, overloading, unauthorized parking, and defacing of road furniture. It is the responsibility of Nigerians to manage and protect our infrastructure. Stop this unwholesome act on our roads. Government property is our property. Preserve them for posterity. This message is from the Federal Road Maintenance Agency, FERMA.
Because of the importance of a good road network, it is vital that those charged with the responsibility of maintaining our roads are motivated and keep up to date with current trends. Under the able leadership of Engineer Rafin Dadi, FERMA has embarked on regular training programs for her staff. This is to ensure that staff have a continuous development of skills and professional know-how on road maintenance and administrative skills.
We want the outcome for our respective leaders. We want to have enhanced capacity for service delivery, and we want to demonstrate practical good governance. All these things are relevant to the business. That's why I'm extremely glad that at the end we're able to hold this. I hope and wish that we will have this kind of learning and training courses, as well as meetings with all the people as a regular occurrence. All of us from the headquarters are essentially supporting you, and you in turn also support us in delivering the decisions and policy and drive management of the agency. And therefore we are here with you also to attend the same course and hear the same thing that everyone is hearing, so that we can all speak on the same page.
This recent training for executives covered a wide range of topics, from leadership to whistleblowing, auditing to procurement processes. The staff were even tutored on maintaining a healthy lifestyle.
For the sleep, it has to be 6 hours at a stretch. You can't say, I slept 2 hours in the afternoon, I slept 2 hours in the morning, and so I'll sleep 2 hours at night. That doesn't make it 6 hours. So it should be at a stretch. And then for the carbonated drinks, why we discourage it is because actually it's refined sugar. It's a simple form of sugar, so it has a lot of health hazards attached to it.
All sessions triggered various questions and answer sessions.
That was completely down to earth, very hands-on. But we were talking about the characters of leaders. And you listed about 7 items there. One of the 7 ones is abstinence. You said that was critical to good leadership. Of all that you listed, I was just wondering how abstinence sits with the other 6.
So carrying people you think like you does not mean that you are doing the right thing. You must not necessarily work like somebody to even work with you. So long as it's a place of work, give him his duty, and that's all, and give the remaining to yourself. So that is to tell you the experience about life, not even the children you have. So learn to give people what is due to them, and stay away from trouble, because you don't know who may like you, not even the child you're giving birth to. So don't be carried away by natural connection or ethnic coloration, or regional coloration, or some 1 or 2 sentiments that will make you feel as if you are bettering the life of others, not knowing that you are also digging your own grave.
My question is very simple here. It's in terms of having time to see your visitors do the working hours. There are this principle that some CEO would like to see the people in a group and address them once, and some go naturally in the office, which was most effective.
And I'm very happy to know that the MD have time to see visitors Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's very good for a chief executive. Some even give just a day, and that day starts by 12 and it ends in the evening. Whether you like it or not, if you really want to be with people, you must create special time for people. It's not that you must give the whole week, because when they come today, tomorrow, and they know that he doesn't see anybody on Monday, only people who are special and dear and probably have something special to do, or probably on the invitation of the MD will come on Monday. But when you leave his door open by Monday and everybody comes to knock on it becomes a problem.
When we are talking about the third estate, you mentioned something about communication periods with respect to leadership and staff. And you are trying to tell us that we should keep everybody in the loop with respect to any form of information. In this case, how do we place the kind of information required on a need-to-know basis? Yeah.
The reality of the matter is that communications flows from one state to the other. There are things that the messenger should know. There are things that middle cadre should know. There are things that top managers should know. And there are things that only management staff knows. It's not everything that flows down.
My vision is that management of road repairs and road maintenance in particular, but developing roads, national highways in general, will eventually come to be regarded as an economic service, not necessarily a social service, and that the funding should not come entirely from budget line items, just like health and education, but it should be regarded as an economic service for which you can do a high level of recovery of the finance of the expenses so that you can keep sustaining it. My vision is that FERMA will grow and increase in its mandate to cover, if possible, not just maintenance and repair of roads, but the ability to take on huge amounts of private financing so that you can go into real public-private partnership and concession out roads to those that are viable to private sector funding, and maintain a very healthy road network, federal highways network in the country, because this is one of the fundamental infrastructure you need for the economy to move. It's the infrastructure you need to have a 24-hour economy all year round, regardless of the season, regardless of the budget cycle, and regardless of whatever government or administration. This funding and operations of road repairs should be something that you can count on, something that you can depend, that will go all the time, will go on all the time, and something that will continue to play the most important role in the transportation sector of the economy of the country.
Adequate road infrastructure is central to Nigeria's economic growth. It is at the core of good governance and public welfare. Any improvement in road infrastructure positively impacts the nation's GDP. Nigeria has a national road network of about 200,000 kilometers. Of this total, federal roads make up 18%, about 35,000 kilometers. State roads, 15%, about 17,000 kilometers. And local government roads, 67%, about 150,000 kilometers, with most local government roads being unpaved. The road sector accounts for about 90% of all freight and passenger movements in the country. Although the federal road network constitutes 18% of the total national network, it accounts for about 70% of the national vehicular and freight traffic.
We do welcome comments and feedback on the state of our roads at any one point. Using the social media, we have a Twitter handle. We are working now to improve our website so that we can improve communication with the public, and we have hotlines that we do get regular feedback from the public, and we would want the public to use and effectively utilize these channels of communication with the agency.
Our expose on the activities of FERMA continues next week.
Bad habits on our roads. Don't park trailers on the road. Don't dump refuse in the drainage. Don't vandalize manhole covers. Don't deface road infrastructure.
Don't expose piers by excavating sand from under the bridge.
Don't cut across the road.
FERMA is moving Nigeria on good roads.